Crowdsourced geographic information is user-generated content contributed by a large number of volunteers. The collected geodatasets are a free alternative to commercial datasets and governmental agency data. This presentation will cover one of three commonly used citizen science projects for field observations of plants and animals called eBird. It will go through some of the offered search functions and demonstrate methods for data exploration on maps. Citizen science projects engage members of the public in scientific research through various activities including data collection, data analysis, and sharing computer processing power over the Internet. The development of new mobile apps makes participation in citizen science projects easier than ever, as they allow data collection and entry in the field. Citizen science projects cover a large spectrum of tasks, ranging from measuring of hurricane damage on buildings from satellite images to identifying new planets at remote solar systems, and from studying shoreline plastic and documenting changes in plants and animals to transcribing slides of millions of specimens stored in museums into digital format. Within the wide range of citizen science projects, this series of presentations will introduce three projects that fall into the areas of ecology, biology, and nature conservation. The eBird, iNaturalist, and EdMaps projects share the goal of building a crowdsourced collection of selected plant and animal species occurrences around the world. This presentation focuses primarily on the eBird project. This is a global tool for birders. eBird facilitates crowdsourced data collection for science and education in the eBird database. The user can submit data either through a website or a mobile app, query the data, and visualize database data in interactive maps, graphs, and bar charts. The figure shows the start page of the eBird mobile app. The app can be used to record birds observed from any location in the world using GPS-based positioning. During data upload, it is possible to complement submitted datasets with bird pictures, videos, and sound files. A birder enters when, where, and how he or she went birding. Then, the birder completes a checklist of all the birds seen and heard during the outing. This animation shows crowdsourcing at work by highlighting where people uploaded their sightings to eBird around 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This translates to late afternoon and early evening hours for different parts of the continental United States. Based on the light gray areas, the U.S. has the most dense pattern of sightings contributed to eBird. The species map is one method for exploring crowdsourced data in eBird. The user can type in the species of interest in a search field. Then, a world map is generated providing a visual overview of species occurrence. As an example, one can search for the white ibis, a wading bird that is all white except for black wingtips. These birds gather in groups in shallow wetlands and estuaries in the southeastern United States, including most of Florida. The color in each map grid reflects the percentage of all complete checklists that contain the species for that grid. Therefore, darker colors indicate a higher chance of sighting an ibis in a given grid cell. When zooming far enough into a region of interest, like around Fort Lauderdale in this example, the user is shown individual hotspots and personal upload locations. Hotspots are public birding locations created by eBird users. Using hotspots, multiple birders can enter data into the same shared location and create aggregated results. Hotspot statistics are then available in the form of tables and charts. Birding hotspots and personal upload locations use distinct point symbols. Contributions within the most recent 30 days are shown in red, while older contributions are shown in blue. The Hotspot Explorer is an interactive way to view hotspots worldwide. When first arriving at the map, a broad grid shows overall species diversity, including personal locations. Areas with the largest diversity are shown in red. When clicking on any grid cell, the diversity value is reported. As one zooms in, eBird switches to a display of all hotspots. It then calculates the total number of species per hotspot. Upon selecting an individual hotspot from the map, the number of species and checklists that have been reported are displayed. This table shows the properties for the 78 species that were observed at this hotspot over time, including the last time a species was sighted and by whom. eBird frequency histograms, also known as eBird bar charts, represent how bird occurrence changes over the course of the year. Each month is broken down into 4 periods of approximately 7 days each. eBird offers free access to its data via prepackaged and customizable file downloads and APIs. 2 types of datasets are available. The basic dataset contains observations with all primary database fields. This is the most complete and current dataset. It is recommended for most uses. The reference dataset contains an additional suite of climatic and landscape variables related to the observation location. This table is a sample from the basic dataset, which can be downloaded upon request. It is broken into 2 parts to show more columns. The dataset contains numerous observation attributes relating to taxonomy, location, observation, and observer. This code shows an example of an eBird API request via web browser submission for recent sightings of the white ibis in Miami-Dade County. Results are returned in JSON format. They represent a list of observations. Numerous other API functions are available as described in the API documentation. Additionally, a Python wrapper is available for more convenient access to the eBird API and easier data handling. Besides exploring species on a map, eBird also offers searching for photos, videos, and sounds. A variety of filter options referring to location, date, contributor, and bird characteristics allow the user to narrow down the search result. This image shows sound files available for the white ibis collected in Florida. The following sound is that of an ibis taken at the River Lakes Conservation Area in Brevard County, Florida. This presentation started with a definition of citizen science projects and mentioned some of their activities. Then it gave an overview of the basic operations in eBird and the data types that can be uploaded to the platform. Lastly, the presentation explained data access and exploration methods including species maps, hotspot maps, and search for audio files.